This series is presented by Solo Hunter brand rifle covers, your gun's best protection against the elements.
My goal for the evening is to get up to the top of this saddle here before dark, before nightfall, because I think I might be able to find a nice little spot to sleep, a little flatter spot in there. The trouble is I think I'm going to get some ripping winds during the night, which is going to make it cold. I've got about an hour to get there, and it's about 1,000 vertical feet or so. So it looks fairly easy going. Get after it. It's getting drastically steeper as I go up. Now I'm just fighting against the clock to try to find somewhere that's flat, or flat enough to sleep. There's no way I'd be able to stay on the mountain in a sleeping bag right here. Just slide right off like a sled. And it's a long ways to the bottom. That doesn't look fun.
I'm headed up the mountain to hunt one of my favorite species in New Zealand, the Himalayan tahr. Right now I have a few days off in between guiding, so I have taken the opportunity to explore a new public land spot that I have yet to hunt. To add to the challenge, I'm planning on hunting this week with my bow.
I'm not going to be able to make it to the summit that I want to, but there's some good terraces here. A little bit of a flat spot. There's actually a good spot right here. This will be perfect. I can clear this out a bit. Get my camp set up and then do a little bit of glassing. 6:30 now. I've got about 12 hours or more until the sun comes up again, so I wish I had a little bit more water and make a nice dinner. Kind of a bummer, but might have just enough for noodles.
For dinner, I'm just gonna have like a pack of noodles, dry, not cook them, because I'd rather just drink my water and then cook with it. I'll find more water sometime tomorrow, but it might be a little ways before I do, so I'm just gonna keep my water to drink. And then I've just got like a little tuna pack and these instant noodles, but these they're pretty decent raw. I just pour the powder on them, and then these ones actually come with like a bit of seasoning, like some soy sauce and stuff. So then I put the soy sauce in with the tuna. Super good meal. And you don't have to cook it, and it doesn't use any water.
The nice thing about bivvying out is you can just wake up, roll out of the sleeping bag, and do your initial glassing for the morning. It makes it nice. It's like a room with a view right here.
The best way to be successful on tahr with a bow is to get above them. The trouble is tahr can put themselves in some pretty tough spots, so getting above them is always easier said than done.
I'm just gonna work my way up the ridge here and keep popping over little spots where there's rocks, maybe some grass, because as they feed up in the morning, they'll head up to bed. I'm hoping to get on top of the ridge and catch them. There's a tower on the ridge. Looks like a nanny there, but there's one tahr, there's generally more, so I'm just gonna watch them. They're in a good spot. I could probably get around that ridge. There's like a little rock pile there. If they come around, drop down into this grass, they'll probably feed back up, unless they bed in the tussock, but might be able to watch where they go. Maybe get a sneak in this morning. Like it's the morning started off right with spotting a tar right off the bat there. It just must have come over the other side. It's just an Annie, but you never know, there might be more in there. So I'm gonna keep heading up the mountain here and check off onto the other side here and then work back that way, because you never know, something else might come up.
These are self-documented hunting adventures with no production crews. We hunt in very remote locations and often dangerous situations. We are solo hunters.
Just something about this kind of weather and this kind of experience, just this kind of brutality, it makes you feel like a man.
My favorite backpacking food is dead animals.
Make you think twice about stepping out of the tent to take a leak in the middle of the night, that's for sure.
Filming myself and trying to shoot stuff just frustrates me. It makes you feel like you're a horrible hunter. It's not the case. You're just a horrible cameraman.
Solo Hunters is brought to you by Muzzy Broadheads, Carbon Express, Gorilla Gear, Outdoor Edge and Vortex Optics, Prime by G5, and Campbell Cameras. Relive your adventure. Closed captioning provided by Trophy Taker Fallaway Arrow Rests, leading the way on the line and in the field. Solo Hunters is brought to you by Prime Bows from G5, where accuracy is everything.
I'm just gonna keep going up and try to get to a spot where I can have a good vantage and glass down below me, because it's starting to look pretty good. I'm thinking that if I can catch some tar in the tussock right now, I'll get in the rocks above them, because that's probably where they're gonna go up in bed for the day. It's an awesome looking spot here. I just need to add some tar. I think I'm going to continue on this little ridge. There's a little bit of water down below. I got to drop a ways down, but it might not be bad. Just leave my pack up, walk down, grab some water, and then come back up.
When hunting a new area, it is half just putting boots on the ground and exploring, finding water and glassing spots. The other half is actually looking for the animals.
These clouds are moving in pretty quick, and off in the distance I can hear some thunder. So, having already once in my life been struck by lightning, I think I'm going to get myself off this prominent ridge point with all my metal gear and move back down toward where those tar were this morning. And I just heard some tar moving off the cliff here. I don't know if they winded me or not, but I saw them standing here, so I'm just getting my stuff set up. I'm gonna creep up and see if there's any bulls. All I saw was nannies so far. Just over this lip, about 150 yards. I'm gonna sneak up. Try to get about 100 yards closer. shot at a younger bull, but I couldn't get the camera up in time. There's a cluster and there's so much rock sliding down the area. And as soon as I got the camera up to where I could see him, I started taking off. I couldn't get focused quick enough and get my bow up in any of that. It's frustrating. I didn't even get him on video. It just wasn't quick enough. Oh God. Dicey here. Don't want to make a habit out of slipping. Holy cow. It's a big draw down there. I can't find them. I think they must have slipped out somewhere. It's not too hard for them to escape in all these cliffs. It's a good try. They're close enough to shoot. I just couldn't get the camera up. When I set the camera up, it was in their sight, and they didn't allow for me to spend much time trying to get a shot or even get the camera on them. This tar hunting's tough. Now I'm getting fogged in, so I'm gonna just drop down to the bottom and glass that lower stuff, maybe pick something out in the scrub this evening. I've got about an hour and a half of light left, so it'll probably take me more than that to get lower. I'll just post up in the bottom because this will probably set in. I don't know if it'll blow out tonight or not. I want to be in a spot for tomorrow morning. I might just go up a different drainage because these ones have been spooked and a lot of work getting on them. I don't know if I'll be able to do it twice. It's a long ways up here. I hope I make it look easy.
Well, my follow the stream to the other stream plan will work. It's just I didn't know the bottom of this thing was a gorge. So I gotta pick my way through these big boulders and stay high. There's pretty big slips and stuff. If I get cliffed up, I'm gonna have to stop where I'm at. It's just part of it. Behind the Lens is brought to you by CAMO cameras. Relive your adventure. In solo hunters, you see a lot of handheld shots. The reason for that is we don't have any cameraman, and it's the quickest, easiest way to put you in the action. When you're filming yourself, the best thing to do is hold it out arm's distance, eye level, or even up above you. What that does is it catches the background instead of the sky and doesn't mess with the exposure as much. Especially on autofocus, if you're filming up into the sun or into the light above you, it's gonna mess with the exposure and black you out while making the background overexposed.
This segment of Solo Hunters is brought to you by Carbon Express. Shoot better. Solo Hunters is brought to you by PhoneScope, digiscoping accessories for your smartphones.
Last night I decided to move locations. I was hunting on the other side of this range, which is really open tussock, and then I came around this side of the range, which is more beech forest, but it goes straight up and then gets into the alpine. Trouble is, I'm pretty fogged in today. I'm gonna hike up to the top of this and get above the alpine. It's a monster climb, but I'm gonna go up there and just bivouac out for a couple days.
Many trails in New Zealand are not like the maintained trails in the US. They're more of a suggested route straight up the steep part of a slope marked by old blazes or placards. Along these trails you never know what to expect. I have found that sometimes even 10 feet to the left or right of this pseudo trail may be impassable. It is well worth it to take the time to stay on the suggested route even if it can be hard to follow.
I'm working my way up this trail to a mountaintop bivvy that I saw on the map, and the trail's up a really steep mountain. And then I came to this spot where it's just a rope going up this cliff here. Up at the top is a bivvy where, you know, rock climbers stage to go up this rock face. Here in New Zealand, like you see a bivvy on the map, sometimes it's a hut type bivvy, sometimes it's just a hole underneath a rock. I'm a little bit fogged in as far as visibility goes. I don't think I'm going to be able to get above it. So I'm going to break, once I break through the forest, I might just slip through the forest edge, roar a little bit for stags, and maybe have enough view to just glass for tar that are bedded up just off the tree line, right into the alpine. Well, I made it to the hut, just over this little seep. It's right up over here. So, it's still pretty thick bush here. I actually thought the hut was going to be in a little more open spot based on the topo map I was looking at, but I'm just going to go and load some gear and then make my way up a little bit higher. I'm completely fogged in, so there's no way I can even, I mean, there could be a big mountain right behind me. I can't see anything. So what I'm probably going to do is just, until this fog burns off, just hunt through the forest a bit, maybe call for deer, set up, and then maybe just check out see if I can't get into the alpine here, and maybe see a tar close, but not a lot of glassing today. This is the major killer of mountain hunting, is fog. I think I'm gonna make a little bit of lunch and then just hike around the bush, see if I can't find a deer.
Solo Magnified is brought to you by Vortex, the force of optics.
Having and using good quality optics is a no-brainer, but what might not be so clear is which ones to choose. With a higher power binocular, you've got to work on being a lot more stable, use your tripod, use your backpack, things that can help you to hold more steady because you've got that greater magnification. With a lower power binocular, I can be a little bit more steady offhand and don't have to worry about stabilizing that as much as I would with one that has more magnification. And when I'm looking through the brush trying to find those antler tips and little patches of hair, I want to have as much clarity as possible.
This segment of Solo Hunters is brought to you by Big Green Targets. Go big, go green. For more information on all of our Solo Hunter brand products, social and digital media, or to book a hunt in one of Remi Warren's guided hunting destinations, contact us at solohunterstv.com.
The official knives of Solo Hunters are from Outdoor Edge. Quality knives and tools for the big game hunter.
Solo Hunters is brought to you by Adventure Medical Kits and Survive Outdoors Longer. Expect the unexpected.
It's been raining pretty good for the last couple hours, but looks like the rain's kind of letting up and the clouds lifting a bit. Maybe it's just a little break right now, but I'm going to try to get up above the tree line. And hopefully it'll clear and I'll be able to spot for a little while. If not, maybe I'll do a bit of bush stalking, but the animals will probably just be hunkered down now with the cloud moving in. So I'm just hoping that the weather lifts and I'll be able to actually get some hunting in.
After hours of waiting in the rain, there was a slight clearing and I was able to catch a glimpse of some tar at the top of the mountain. I decided to move in, but so did the weather. I hiked all day to get to the top hoping it would clear again, but it just kept getting worse. On this kind of hunt, If you lose your visibility, you are literally wandering around aimlessly with your head in the clouds. I made it back to the hut, just on dark almost. Got a little fire going, and got some candles lit, and make up some dinner. It was a long day, but it was really fun. I got pretty close to a bull, and if I don't get one, that was a good attempt right there. Just gonna finish filling out the hut book here, so everybody knows I'm out. It's a good safety measure. You just put down where you're gonna head. That way, if you don't turn up, people know where you're at, especially when you're alone. I'm out of time, but maybe next time I'll get one with the bow. It's fun. I'm definitely gonna be back. It's the challenge of the hunt, not necessarily the kill. I'd love to kill a bull tahr, but I had a great time either way, so I'm off. I have been beat out by weather, and I ran out of time. In this type of hunt, there are 1,000 things that need to go right in order to be successful, and there are about 10,000 things out of your control that are working against you. I may be going home empty-handed this week, but I will be back, with the hope that sooner or later I will be ending a similar episode with a big bull tahr strapped to my back.
Hello Solo Nation, hunting season is upon us, but it'll soon be trade show season, and we want to get a chance to meet you. Come see us at one of the premier trade shows that we will be attending and speaking at this winter. First, the Wild Sheep Foundation in Reno, Nevada, January 23rd through the 25th, and then the Southeast Outdoors Expo in Raleigh, North Carolina, January 31st and February 1st. This show will have the best by invitation only outfitters, artists, and manufacturers from all over the world. Those two shows are only the beginning of our trade show season. For a complete listing of shows and dates, go to our website at solohunterstv.com. We hope to see you there.